Nice. Welcome back, my name is Sean Warris, I'm a bass guitar coach, and this is my first time reaction and analysis of Jinjer's Fast Draw official videos. Pretty excited to hear what new stuff they have, even though I have not even been familiar with their old stuff yet, but we'll get there. I've never heard this in my life, and I'm genuinely excited to see what Jinjer have, and as always I will be listening out for the bass lines, the rhythms, arrangements, and composition. If you enjoy fun and nerdy music stuff, make sure you're subscribed for more. Let's explore what makes this song musically interesting. Let's go. Wow, what a nice video. Wow, that's a lot already. I love how they started with such energy. You know, it reminded me a bit of Perennial, was it? And it's just that I love that. And it sounds like they are sticking with their favorite key of A, and they had quite a few different chord changes in there. Of course, it's more like a riff, like stuff like that. Not all of which are strictly within the A minor key, but of course, as we've learned with many metal bands, they often do not stick strictly or adhere and comply so much to a specific key as conventional bands do. So again, I'm not gonna like restrict it to a particular key, but we'll just watch on and listen on, see what else is interesting. Let's go back a little bit. Nice. Nice. Going to C, down to the B. Woo. I love it when the right symbol comes in like that. This is a bit of a fast thrash metal kind of vibe. C, 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 B. Nice. As usual, Tatiana's vocals killing it. Oh, those kicks. Those double kicks. Nice, back to the intro. Alright, let's pause it there and just figure out some of the stuff, some of the very interesting things they've been doing up to now. One thing I find very interesting about this song so far is that they seem to hint at being in a certain minor key, whereas they don't stick to it the entire way. So what I mean is, for example, there was a part in perhaps before the chorus where they went on the C. You know that part? So at first they were on this C minor, right? And then they did the second and the flat third, which hinted at it being a minor. So and then they went to the B, which is where they intersperse this flat 6 note as well, which also gave it a sense like it was also a minor. But usually C minor and B minor, they are not part of the same scale. What it tells me is just that we're not gonna follow specific scales here. We're just gonna go C minor and B minor, even though they are both probably from different scales, different keys altogether, which I think is very cool and fun. And the other thing I wanted to point out also is the riffs. While you may hear it and think like, oh yeah, it's all just heavy and it's all like a wall of sound kind of thing, but if you listen closely to the techniques used in the riffs, especially on the guitar, the way he intersperses different techniques makes this really dynamic, from chugging to single string picks and bends to little high frequency kind of thing. So let's just listen back and I'll point out a little bit about where these little interesting variations occur. Yeah, that's... Yep. So mixing palm muting with open strums. And those beautiful bends, right? And then he does a little vibrato at the end. Oh, and those cuts, beautiful as well. Nice. Nice. Just staying on that minor. Wow, fantastic. So just really cool ending riff where they just went like chromatically upwards. And that's something you don't see a lot. At least I haven't seen it a lot. I just like to listen to that last riff again and see how it fit into the time signature that was in. So it's a 4/4. It doesn't fit neatly in, because the notes land on syncopated beats, basically off beats that are not exactly on the hits, you know. So that's so awesome and lovely. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And as you know, I'm still on my Jinjer journey. I've only listened to a small number of tracks, and so if you have any other Jinjer tracks that I should check out, well, I have a whole list. But you still can let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this kind of a musical breakdown, you know what to do. Please smash that like and subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so you don't miss my future reaction analyses. If you want to be part of the Bass Coach Warriors community, where you can get early access to videos, vote on future reactions, and join me on my Discord chat, my Patreon link is in the description and on your screens right now. Thank you for geeking out with me today, and I will see you in the next video.